Hey Bruin fans, welcome back to another episode of Bruin Banter.
Do you want me to say like this week?
I don't think Maddie was prepared. I wasn't ready. Woo. This week, we have a very special guest from our team, sophomore Madison Preston.
Hey. Welcome to the show, Maddie.
Hey, thanks.
You had a really exciting meet.
Yeah, it's about time.
You've been taking a little bit of time off. You came back really strong, scoring a perfect score of a 9.95. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Speaking of Maddie's perfect 9.95 score, this was also a really exciting meet for the Bruins. We scored a 198.125, which is our team high in about 12 years, I believe. That's absolutely amazing. So let's do a meet recap, starting with the vault.
One of the great highlights on vault was Gracie's 1.5 twist. Now she's been competing a full consistently up until this meet. However, a 1.5 starts from a 10 start value. Madison, again, with her 9.95, which is a perfect score for a full twisting vault. You can see that she had a beautiful block and a great extension off the horse. Did you know that you were gonna get a perfect score as soon as you landed?
No, so you know me, I'm always listening. I got off the vault and I was listening to the judges and like, okay. And I heard the announcer goes, okay, 9.925. I said, okay. And then it showed up on the board, 9.95. I said, I ran up to you and you were right there. And I was like, I got it.
Oh my, it was so exciting.
Yeah.
What is going through your mind from start to finish as soon as you salute and after you salute?
So when I start, I think just to stay pretty calm, my nerves get pretty wrapped up. So I mean, I go to Hallie a lot. She'll just be standing there and I'll walk right up to her and just stare at her, just look at her and she'll be like, okay, yeah, you're good, no big deal. So I just try to stay calm and I don't really talk to many people, throw some chalk on my feet and salute. And as soon as I salute, the audience goes away. I don't hear them. It's me in the vault and I just run, hit the table, set. That's a big part. I really need to set my arms and then flare, land, and run back to you guys.
And since a freshman, you've been really working on your showmanship after you land your vault.
We got that nice fist bump for the past couple meets. That pumps me up. I get so excited when I do that. And then there's a lot of comments on the vault where I didn't move my feet for 5 minutes. I was like, yeah, I stuck it, okay.
Yeah.
Moving on to the bars, it was another super exciting rotation for the Bruins. For the first time in UCLA history, 2 Bruins scored a perfect 10 on the same rotation of bars. One of them being Miss Christine Peng-Peng Lee.
Woo!
So how was that, getting your very first 10 on bars? It was super exciting, and I mean, after Madison Koshin, I was pumped. So after Maddie went, after Kylo, and I really had to calm my nerves down, and I really had to get myself in my mental mindset so that I would be able to do a normal bar routine and just hit all my handstands and focus on that stick at the end.
You're one of the most aggressive and fearless bar workers and competitors in gymnastics that I know. How do you calm yourself down before your routines and still figure out how to go big on your routines and not hold back anything, even though you're going for perfection?
Since I've been practicing those skills for many years,
Your brain doesn't know the difference between when you do the skill or not do the skill, and I've just been doing lots of repetition in my head so that when I do compete, I just bring practice over to the competition, and I love competing in poly.
Moving on to the beam rotation, one of the highlights on beam was definitely Miss Caitlin Ohashi scoring a 9.975 with her amazing full twisting layout. That was insane.
The last rotation for the Bruins was floor exercise, and there were definitely a couple of highlights on the floor. So the first highlight was definitely Miss Stella Savajou, who scored a 9.925, which is her career high and season high.
On her birthday.
On her birthday. So I think that was a really good birthday present for Stella. The next highlight was freshman Madison Koshin. She scored a 9.95 and stuck her last pass cold, and Poly Pavilion went crazy. And the last highlight on the floor was senior Angie Cipra returning to the floor exercise for the first time this season after coming back from an injury.
Maddie, I also noticed during warm-up on floor you did a dance through.
So when will we be able to see you back on floor?
Well, I've been working really hard to come back. I've been doing a lot of tumble track and conditioning sets and doing a lot of mental routines and just trying to be back.
Can you tell us a little bit about your floor routine? I know it's super dancey and super fun.
So, I'm the queen of the jungle. Get a little like... It's very different. You know, I came from last year of this psychopath, like, straight face, and now I have to have like a cute
You
little
smile a lot more in this
face.
routine.
It's so rare. People are like, she smiles. I said, sometimes.
So a lot of Bruin fans know that you're just now coming back from an ankle injury, but a lot of people don't know that you actually struggled with some complications with your wrist this summer. So can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I was actually out for a total of 8 months, coming back and forth, and I had 4 surgeries on my wrist.
Crazy.
And it was just it was hard. This is a time where my mentality just switched and said, you know, your gymnastics is gonna stay. It's not gonna be hard to like get your skills back, but just mentally I needed to get myself back together. And the surgeries, it's too hard to explain. I honestly don't really know myself.
All you know is you're awake. I remember you telling me
I
that.
was awake. That's 3 of the surgeries I was awake, and I just sat with my arm out like this, and I was just watching my heart rate like.
I did not.
Right.
So for the last surgery, they said, we're gonna put you under because you know too much. I said, please, I am ready. So but I'm back, better than ever. My wrist feels great. I'm ready to go.
Can you expand on that a little bit more, switching your mindset from what it was before to a now really strong, positive mindset?
I think last year I struggled a little bit with like getting down on myself, and if the gymnastics wasn't perfect, I was very frustrated like with myself, and it didn't help the team in a positive way. This year I said, you know, I told myself like that's not going to benefit yourself or the team. So I think taking the time off gymnastics taught me how to mentally prepare myself for bigger things that were coming my way, and just having that time off to do that really helped me where I am right now. So I don't think with this ankle I probably would have got down on myself, but I said no, I'm gonna come back, and I got that perfect score.
That's very mature of you, Maddie.
Yeah.
Because it's so awesome seeing you be able to grow and seeing you be able to take control of yourself too. And I would like to know, because you live a little further off campus, so we don't really see you much. Like, talk about your life outside of UCLA campus.
Well, I live with Miss Janae. She's my actual roommate, and then I also live with Melissa and Nikki. I would say I spend most of my time with Janae. We literally like sleep in the same room together. We go to movies all the time. We'll go out and, you know, get some treats, and we'll go to dinner, and
It's a cute relationship you guys have.
we're dating. That's something you guys didn't know.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Sorry, Janae, I broke the news.
Secrets out.
She's awesome. We're perfect roommates. We're super clean, and we like to cook. Well, she cooks, I eat the food. But
It's a perfect relationship.
she kind of does the cleaning too, but it's okay. I'm just there. Janae loves it.
Cleaning.
Janae,
Yeah, she does like
oh,
cleaning.
are you okay? If I have just like a water bottle, anything that like could possibly wet the table or anything, oh, put a coaster. I said.
Yeah, she's super
So she
super
cleans, she cooks. I think she likes it. I'll help out
Janae's
sometimes.
like Wonder
but-
Woman.
Oh, you have no idea. Oh,
I wish I was on her level.
0% body fat, like Wonder Woman, like awesome. She's perfect. She's the love of my life.
He low-key does have 0% body.
It's okay. She's just like the love of my life. And it's
So
great.
is this a good time to ask who is your idol and who you look up to?
I don't know. She's just amazing. Maddie K, I love you.
Aw.
You're perfect in every way. She's so sweet. Her smile literally
So
makes
cute.
anybody smile. She's honestly the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
And she works so hard. It makes anybody want to work as hard as they can and just be a better person. And it's just really helped our team come together. She has a lot to say that really helps us. And she's just, I love you.
Maddie,
You're
you're an
great.
angel.
All right, Maddie, let's move on to some Twitter questions. All right, this one's from Crosby Gustafson. What is your favorite thing about competing at home?
Definitely the crowd. I feel like our crowd is just so like ooh, awesome. It just like gets me so pumped up. And when I'm competing, you know, I hear it, but I don't hear it because I have to like block it out. But when I land, just that crowd, just like, I get chills. Like, the crowd is awesome.
I want to ask, what about your dad? Your dad always comes in really cool attire.
I can talk about him, okay.
You can pick her dad out in the crowd because he will be in the most decked out attire ever.
My dad, okay? He is quite the character. Every color possible, he will show up in it. Pink meat, head to toe, pink. That's my dad.
So the next question is from Riley Goldberg, and it says, what is your favorite part about being a Bruin?
Well, I'm from Ohio, so the weather is very bipolar, and it's Ohio. And California, like, this weather is unbelievable. Being close to the beach and the campus is unbelievable. I know we say that all the time, but if you just like take a stroll around, it's gorgeous. And just being a part of such an amazing team feels like family. The minute you walk on campus, like, oh, I see someone, like, hey, how, you know, like, it's just, I love being part of something so much bigger than what I've ever had.
And we definitely love having you.
Oh, thanks.
So thank you so much to Madison Preston for being on the show. We really enjoyed you.
Thank you. This was fun.
This weekend, the Bruins are going to have a jam-packed schedule. We're off to Utah, so catch us on ESPNU at 7 p.m. February 18th.
And then a couple days later on Monday, catch us on Pac-12 Networks at 1 p.m. as we go against Utah State and Bridgeport.
Maddie, thank you so much for coming on the show. Do you want to do our little tune of this? You could like whisper it.
What is it?
Bruin Banter.
All right, okay.
See you guys next time on Bruin Banter.